If you treat your calendar like one of the most important things in your life, you will be successful in any regard. Show me your calendar. What's your schedule look like? Is it allocated in your calendar that this priority is time blocked? One thing I know about time, if you don't prioritize it, there's absolutely no one else that will.
I'd rather be sidelined trying to achieve greatness than watch greatness achieved and it only set on the sideline. Now introducing your host, Jacob Emery.
This episode of the Iron and Infrastructure Podcast is brought to you by R&R Pipeline Inc., an infrastructure company. Join our team today at rrpipelineinc.com. There's one thing that we have, and we can never check the balance on it. We never know how much of it's left. We never know if it's going to be a long time, a short time, or what exactly it is. And what is that? It's time itself. Time is unknown. How much more we have left of it is uncertain. But what is certain is that most people do not maximize their time spent here on this beautiful earth. A lot of people waste time, and that leads to absolute misery. There's no bank statement that you can collect every month that tells you how much time is left. You don't know how much time is left on this journey. It could be a long time, a short time, maybe no time at all. Maybe it's final minutes. But what we do know is that it's your choice how you spend the time. With whatever happens, however it happens, and what's left of it, how are you spending your time? So you can't earn it back. You can't buy more of it. You can't obtain something that you can't see. It's an uncertain dynamic, and it's very unclear on what it all means at the end. How much time you do have left and how you spend it is very important, but you can only determine one of them. How you spend it is up to you. How much you have left, I don't think you can really control. So here's one way to maximize the time that you spend. How do you look at your days? How do you look at your schedule? If you treat your calendar like one of the most important things in your life, you will be successful in any regard. If you tell me that this is a priority, if this one thing's a priority, show me your calendar. What's your schedule look like? If you have a priority, is it allocated in your calendar that this priority is time blocked? You have time spent on that one thing that is a per se priority. One thing I know about time, if you don't prioritize it, there's absolutely no one else that will. If you don't respect it, protect it, make sure that it's captured the way you want, controlled the way that you want, and you do things on the time that you need to do them, no one else is going to care about it if you don't. And when it comes to time, I think that's one of the most fundamental things that you can learn is that you have to protect that time. Saying no is a sentence itself. You don't need to explain yourself sometimes. You just say no. That's all that matters. My calendar is open today. Okay. I want to sit down and do business lunch with you. Let me check my schedule, right? The easy thing to say. Check your schedule. It's wide open. Nothing's on it. That person's standing right next to you. Nope. Still don't want to meet. You're still protecting time. Some people might think you're an ass. Maybe you are. Nonetheless, being perceived as an ass is fine as long as you are protecting what's yours. So I like to categorize my days. Let them have themes. It helps with the rhythm. So if you have certain days where you are doing a meeting, a sales call, a marketing campaign, then you're going out to the field, maybe doing some ops. You're doing the blue collar workforce. We're out in the field that day, and then we're coming back in the office, and it's too much. Make a theme around your day. Monday, meetings for me, it's leadership team meetings, it's strategy, it's structure. It's all things inside the business, working on the business. And it's all about meeting cadence and follow up with the team. And that's the theme. There's no content being done that day. There's no creativity that day. It's really following through to-dos, making sure the priorities are in line, making sure you're tracking on the measurables the right way. It's a cadence that we have every Monday, same time, same place, always. Unless you are dead or you are on vacation, you show up to these meetings. That's how we have it structured. And I'll tell you what, I know exactly what every Monday is. On Tuesday, though, that day is more flexible. That is a content creation day. That is my coaching call night. That is the day that I'm working on visionary stuff. I'm thinking about structure and strategy, how to get things in my head articulated out clearly and defined in place where they can be implemented. Tuesdays are more of a strategy, structure, vision, implementation kind of day. I'm creating something that doesn't exist yet. That's how Tuesdays normally work. So define what your days look like and then think about it from this regard. Whenever you're going to prepare for an event, you're not going to go into a powerlifting meet and max out on bench press every day leading to the meet. You have a strategy in place, maybe 8 to 12 weeks out, and you're going to taper up. You're going to kind of even kill to the end of it, and then you're going to go in fresh to that meet. What if your calendar reflected that? What if your calendar had a performance day on there where you focus on priorities and performing at a high level with output, with what matters. You execute on a lot. What would need to be true? Well, on meet day, you're not sitting around on Facebook scrolling through Instagram, doing whatever, being distracted. You're focused on winning that day. You're focused on the task at hand. What if you made your schedule that way? Perform day. 80% of your day should be focused on executing on production that's already in place. The legwork's done. You're just going to do high level thinking, high level execution on these projects that you have in front of you, and you're finishing things that need to be done. But you have, say you work 10 hours a day. 8 of the 10 hours in that day are blocked out completely. As far as society knows, you don't exist for 8 of the 10 hours, and you are executing only on what you have in place. But to do that, how in the world do you do that? Well, the opposite of that performance day is a day where you preserve yourself. It's the day after the meet. Day after the meet, what are you doing? You're not going to go lift again. You got recovery. You got to have mind, body, spirit, everything kind of put together and chilled. You got to take a break. You got to get out of that like vicious cycle of your CNS overload. So what are you going to do on that Sunday after your meet on Saturday? You're going to take a nap. You're going to hang out. You're going to get some blood flow movement maybe, but at the minimum, that would be it. You just want to be recovered. So you preserve yourself. Your body is preserving. That's what the focus would be on that next day. And then what are the days in between? So you have a performance day. You're on stage doing the event. You're on the powerlifting floor. You're performing at a high level, executing on what matters. Then you have the rest day. You take the day off. You preserve yourself. You get recovery in place. Then what is it? You got to prepare. It's kind of like your catch-all day. You still are executing on task, but it's not so rigid of a structure that you don't have flexibility. It's more about flexibility, and you're preparing for the day that you're going to perform or the day that you're going to preserve. If you're going to go on vacation for a week, you're going to execute at a high level, and then you're probably going to take a couple of days to prepare to be gone and to take that vacation. More than likely, that's how you're going to be structured. So execute at a high level. Execute at no level whatsoever as far as performance goes. Perform and preserve. Right in the middle is the preparation for either one. That is what it looks like for me. That's how my calendar is allocated. My days are structured. My weeks are structured. Everything falls into place the way that it should. Priority blocks where you just block out time and you don't allow distractions to come in. Try it out. Let me know what you think, because I promise you, just putting this in your calendar and sticking to it for a short amount of time will be a game changer. The hard truth is we don't know how much time we have left, and we don't know when it's going to be our time. But we do know right now here, if we're watching this, right now is time that we still have. We still have this moment today, hopefully tomorrow, but we know we have to prepare ourselves to execute in a timely fashion to make sure that we're living the life that we want. You're never going to have freedom if you're always wasting time doing things you don't want to do with people you don't want to do it, to gain a financial income that you don't really care to have, or it's not doing the thing that you want it to do, and you don't enjoy the process. So take this, perform, preserve, prepare, check it out, put it in your calendar. If you got any questions, let me know. I promise you, if you just do this one simple thing, you'll understand the value of that said time. And then you might try buying back your time by taking the money that you were saving before and spending the time to investing the money so you save time to do what you want. Check it out. Let me know what you think.